Welcome to my review of the Churchill Manor Mansion in Napa Valley. This is a picture of part of the parking lot, and I just wanted to show you the beautiful sounds of the front yard. As you can see, this is the front of the yard. They have lots of beautiful rose bushes, and you can actually have an elopement here. They do hold weddings, anywhere from a small elopement of 10 people all the way up to 150 with catering, depending on how big or small you want to go. Over to the left, they transformed a tree stump into a lit up table where you can rest and spend your beautiful evenings there. Going into the property to the right, you have your check-in, and I'm just going to start actually going over the history of the home as you do a walkthrough. So in 1889, Edward Churchill built his magnificent mansion on what is considered to be the original street of Napa founders. There was also a few other aristocrats that built 4 residences together, and those reflect the aristocratic lifestyle that existed in Napa during the late 1890s and early 1900s. The home is nearly 10,000 square feet of interior space. Churchill Manor is reputed to have been the largest residence built in Napa Valley during the 1800s. All of the woodwork is original and untouched to this day. The Napa River had become an active steamship route from San Francisco, with many San Franciscans sailing up the river to attend grand parties held in the Churchill Manor. In addition to banking, Edward also owned the Golden Ribbon Beer Brewery of Napa, as well as the Tuckahoe Vineyard near Rutherford. And the Mondavi Winery, the namesake of Mondavi's Tuckahoe tasting room, and is reputed to be the oldest grape-producing property in the Napa Valley. Following Edward's death in 1903, his wife and daughter continued to live at the Churchill Manor, and around 1906, they did only what women love to do. A major remodeling was undertaken, including adding a porch on the second floor, and this is a picture of the beautiful family right now. And in 1940, the second-story front porch of the mansion was enclosed to create a private apartment for the elderly Mary Louise Churchill, and you can see that off to the left right here, where it says private. That is a residence, and that is for emergency purposes only. And you can see as we are walking here to the Stag Sleep is actually the largest next to the private room. We rented the Mount Veeder, and it was just a beautiful room. We loved it. We had already settled in, so things are a little messy, but here's a little showcase of that room. I'll continue with the history. So after Mary Louise Churchill had passed, Edward's granddaughter Dorothy Churchill resided at Churchill Manor as well. During Dorothy's tenure, many weddings and social events took place. Rumor had it that between the Depression and Prohibition, much of the Churchill family wealth had disappeared. Consequently, Dorothy eventually admitted boarders into Churchill Manor to share in its beauty as well as its expensive upkeep. Following the sale of the Churchill Manor in 1956, several families continued to reside on the second and third floor of the mansion, also renting it out. And in 1987, the current owners Joanna Guadi and Brian Jensen had purchased the property and continued to the tradition of hosting travelers and weddings in the grand scale of the 1800s. And that brings us back to where we are today. And they are the current owners. You'll see them check in. You'll meet them at breakfast. They remain the true tradition of a bed and breakfast, where they will sit down and talk to you during breakfast. The breakfasts are absolutely delicious, which I will show you at the end of this video. The food is amazing. It's also included. Every evening they put out wine and appetizers on this little table downstairs for free, all included. That is some of the wine I had. We loved, and that's some of the snacks. This is where we had breakfast. You can have it out on the patio as we did. It was so beautiful out there. We just had to. Or you can have it on the inside dining. The great thing is, they have some outdoor bathrooms there as well. The great thing is, even though the rooms aren't maybe as large as a standard hotel room, there are so many places to hang out in the evening. You really don't spend much time in your room unless you're just wanting to lounge and rest. Otherwise, we spent quite a bit of our time out on the patio. They did have some bocce ball out here if you wanted to play some of that. Here's some of the breakfast that we had. It was absolutely incredible. And once again, all inclusive, no extra charge. So when you're thinking of the prices, there's a lot more that you're getting in that stay than just your room. This concludes the video. I hope you enjoyed it. All the information I received about the history is found on the website. I hope you do check it out, and have a wonderful day.